Was beautiful. I'm trying to hold back my tears as well in the back. So, up next, we have the parents of the groom. Evelyn.
I have no idea why I'm standing here because he's actually doing this. I'm just whatever.
Wow, that was great, Rail.
I'm sorry for my husband to come after him. I have to just say that.
Yeah. The 10 months worked on it was well worthwhile. I started mine at 10 o'clock last night. And I'm glad he didn't tell me that he was going to sing a song, because otherwise that would have got me even more stressed out. Okay, but I just have a short one.
He's lying, it's 2.5 pages.
And Donald's is pretty short, so I'm going to steal 3 minutes from his. But yeah, it's only 3 pages, okay? It's little font, though. Okay. So bear with me. Okay, first, thank you. Thank you all for attending to join the newest Mr. and Mrs. Saito in celebration of their marriage. Friends and family are huge. Yeah, and it means a lot to have all of you here. So thank you very much. Clap.
Oh, clap.
Okay, I guess PJ and Kang haven't got around to recognize out-of-town guests and special congratulations, but there are a couple of guests I wanted to acknowledge before I get started. Over at my table are Prav and Diana Sekon, and I'll explain to you why they are special guests. But Prav is employed with the Ministry of Transportation, and he deals with the snow colors on the Alex Fraser Bridge and highway overpass collisions, so he's very important to your commutes to work. I'm retired, so I don't care. Diana's a GP in Burnaby. She's not taking any new referrals, though, so you don't have to talk to her. A medical profession is an great commodity, but more importantly, she is a skilled female volleyball player. And her and Natalie Saito fill the female quota for the volleyball team. Donald, Stephen, Fong, and
Michael Taw. I don't know who else is there.
Michael Taw. Yeah. But having the Diana completes the team. Otherwise, they have to ask Evelyn. Okay. Now, most of you, in an NHL draft, they always recognize the last people picked, like the number 224 player out of 224 picked. Okay, so most of you got the save the date back in November last year. You're the A-list. Some got invitations in the spring or summer, and you probably thought you were A-list, but sorry, you're B-list. Okay, Prav and Diana graciously accepted an invitation 6 days ago. So please welcome the C-listers. Okay, so there was a lot of planning and prep for this. Stephen and Riza and Evelyn, did the bulk of it. Stephen and Riza, they're doers. They just get things done. Evelyn's just bossy. And sticks her nose in everything. Okay, but the 3 of them. So congratulations to Steve and Riza for not only getting married today, but for pulling off an event of this magnitude. It's a ton of work, and it's great when everything works out. Everything's going swimmingly. So congratulations. Like Evelyn, I've been married for 32 years now. She's not standing next to me. Okay. So I kind of forgot how much work's involved. But last week, Evelyn asked me if I was getting stressed about the wedding and worried about anything in particular. And I thought about it and thought, well, I haven't really done anything. I guess, yeah, I'm worried about where my suit's going to fit me. Because I bought this last March and I didn't know how much weight I put on. Yeah, I don't have a lot of worries because Evelyn does everything. And Stephen, we can trust him. He always makes good decisions. Good is a very simple word, but it accurately describes Stephen. I don't want to stand here and just give you a bunch of adjectives describing my kid. Okay, but I've got this mic and you're my captive audience, so I'll give you some stories and you can decide on your own. So Stephen, he was a decent hockey player, all the way through minor hockey. If you didn't know this already, then obviously you've never met his mother, Evelyn. He played Adam hockey. In Adam hockey, second year, he played rep. Pee-wee hockey, first year Pee-wee, he didn't make the rep team. He ended up playing house. And actually he played with Fong over there. Fong, first time I saw him, thought, boy, that kid can skate. He's got no hands. I don't know if it's changed. Probably not. Okay, but so second year Pee-wee, Stephen's trying out for rep again, and out of all the kids trying out for rep, they divide them up into 4 teams, and they all scrimmage against each other. So Stephen's put on this team, and actually Craig Spence was on the team too, and they're defensemen. So there's 6 defensemen. There's also a girl trying out on the team. I can't remember her name, but nope, not Kimberly Theodoric. But anyway, thanks. Okay, so the girl was, she tried. She just wasn't a very good skater, and she didn't have really good hockey sense, but, everybody can try out for rep. The first scrimmage, Stephen's paired up, we're watching, and Stephen's paired up with her, and they're getting just torched. It's a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1, and Stephen's defending by himself because the girl's out of position, or it's all about Stephen. Or the puck's behind the net, Stephen's checking, and then the girl tries to come out and help, but then that leaves an opposition player unguarded in front of the net. But basically every time they're on the ice, they're getting scored on, and it's not looking good. So after the game, we get home and we debrief, and I suggest Stephen that maybe you should pair up with someone else in the next scrimmage because you're not looking good. I don't know if you're going to make the cut. And so he says, okay, I'll see if I can get on. Maybe I'll get with that Craig kid. So the second scrimmage, they come out and Stephen's sitting on the bench again with his girl and partners up with her. And same thing, they're getting slaughtered and he's not looking good, and I think he's not going to make the cut. There goes his NHL career. Okay, but so we get home and I tell Stephen, you can't partner with that girl. She's dragging you down. You're not going to make the rep team. This is your life, right? Okay. Anyway, so I tell him, don't pair with a girl. Otherwise, you're not making the cut. Okay, so he's, well, no one else will pair with her. And and she asked me to, so I can't say no. So I said, well, come on, don't partner with her. Just say no. And then she tries to sit beside you, just sit out that line. So he's like, and he goes to his room, and then a while later, Evelyn comes out, and she's crying, and I go, what? And she says, well, Stephen doesn't want to play hockey anymore. And so what? And so she said, well, Stephen said, if he has to be mean and hurt someone's feeling, he doesn't want to play hockey. And I thought, holy shit, Stephen's dad is a shithead. I just got schooled by an 11-year-old. So yeah, he's right. So I went and apologized and told him he's doing the proper thing and keep doing what he's doing. And I just like, this kid's pretty smart. I don't think he needs any more advice from me. So the third scrimmage, yeah, next day he partners up with the girl, and yeah, they get schooled again, but he did the right thing. He did make the rep team. So, is Stephen a good person, or does he just look good because his dad's an inconsiderate prick? Anyways. Okay, I'll give you another story. And this is one of Evelyn's favorite. My cousin Tracy Valente, she used to organize clothing donations for the underprivileged on the downtown east side. And once a year we'd go down, set up tables on Hastings over by the Union Gospel Mission, and we'd hand out clothing donations and sandwiches and coffee or hot chocolate. But so Stephanie wouldn't go because she was too scared. So I went down with Stephen one year, and I'm working one of the clothing tables, and Stephen's down at the opposite end, about 4 tables down. I think he's doing footwear or sandwiches or something. But he's working with another couple, older couple. And later on in the day, and we're talking, and this couple says, who's this young man working on the table with us? It's great that someone his age is helping out, and he's well-rounded, and he's kind and considerate to the residents. And so I said, oh, his name's Stephen. And he goes, oh, yeah. And then they go, yeah, he's a great kid. And then later on, they're going, oh, they're gushing about him again. He says, oh, he's in a co-op program. He plays lots of sports. He says, how old is, anybody know how old he is? And I said, oh, I think he's 25 or 26. And they say, oh, that's her daughter's age. We should introduce him to her. I'd love it if she dated someone like him. And I thought, you don't know your daughter's own age? She's 25 or 26. But anyways, and then later on, we're packing up, and I could hear Stephen talk to them, and they're like, well, where do you live? And he says, oh, I live in Fleetwood, Surrey. And I said, oh, we live in South Surrey. We'd be happy to give you a ride home. There's no problem, it's on our way. And Stephen says, well, I live in the cul-de-sac next to my dad. Can I ride with him? And so they look at me with this incredulous look, and they say, he's your son? Why didn't you say so? And he's a great, wonderful kid. I said, yeah, he's a good kid, but I don't want to pump his tires too much. And maybe we don't pump his tires enough, but Stephen, you're a good kid. You do a lot of things that make us proud. And it's been a pleasure raising you, okay? He's got a good track record on decision making. Exhibit number 1, Riza. Okay. Riza, we're happy that you're joined your family. I was a bit worried because it took him 5 years to propose to you. I was a little worried that at 4 you were going to give up on him. But thankfully she hung in. They're a great couple, and they're good people. A testament to their character is all their friends. We've had lots of get-togethers with their friends over the last year, and I'm very impressed. It's a good core. A lot of them, they've been friends since elementary school. Stephen's friends, they play golf together, volleyball, hockey. They do a lot together, and that's not just a testament to Stephen and Riza, it's to all of you. Like, you all stick together, and I think you do realize that it's something good that you have, and it's worth hanging on to. So kudos to all of you. Okay, Evelyn and I mentioned earlier we've been married for 35 years.
What?
32 years. Okay.
That's great.
Back when we got married, that was preferred path. You know, career, marriage, have kids. Kids grow up, become self-sufficient, retire. And I mean, not this, nowadays, there's lots of paths kids take. Nothing's the right path or the wrong path, but it's just, we want you to be our kids to be happy in their lives. I admit I like this marriage kids path, so I'm ecstatic that Stephen is getting married. Okay, and Evelyn and I look forward to grandkids.
Yes!
Okay. Not looking at you, Steph. It's Rise and Stephen. Okay. One more story. A couple of days ago, Evelyn and I were preparing the house for festivities, and contrary to my opinion, Evelyn wanted to drape the sheer sheep on the ceiling of the sun deck cover, and I'm like, okay, fine, put it up there if you want. I don't know how it's going to go up. And she's trying to put it up. She says, I'll do it myself. So I just say, fine. I walk away. 15 minutes later, I come back, and she's still working on it, and the sheet's getting torn because she's not putting it up properly. So I said, you want me to do that? And she says, yeah, okay. And so I'm putting it up, and it's just going great. And she looks at me and says, did you call me a loser? And what's funny is, like, I may have been thinking it, but I did not verbally say that. There's no way I said it. I know that. So essentially, Evelyn read my mind. Wow. That's what 32 years of marriage gets you. Okay. It's been fun. Stephen, Riza, I'm sure you'll have fun too. And congratulations. Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry, no song. Okay, toast to Stephen Riza, please, everybody.
Thank you, Mike. That was perfect. So we're going to take a quick intermission. I just wanted to let you guys know that the buffet is closing. So you have about 5 or 10 minutes to kind of get some last-minute dishes, desserts, and whatnot, and refresh your drinks. Thank you.
Yes. Grab some more drinks, y'all. We got more speeches coming.